Kids.
News for Kids, Chicago style.
Quick fact, how do you get to the inside of an egg without breaking the shell? The answer is a great science experiment. Have an adult get you a glass jar, some white vinegar, and an egg. Put the egg in the jar, cover it in white vinegar, and wait a few days. The vinegar will chemically react with the egg shell and dissolve off. We got this great experiment over at the Science Institute at Columbia College. And we can do it too. Well, it's just like it says. Science can be cool. So we went to the Science Institute at Columbia College with a class from the Armstrong School in Rogers Park to learn about some cool science stuff with teacher Greg Newell.
She claims it's sweet, but back here he didn't taste either. What is that other taste? Yes.
He has some fun experiments you can do at home. But first, make sure you do these experiments with the help of an adult. Take proper safety precautions like wearing safety glasses.
All we need is our goggles on.
And use all the proper materials. Okay, now on to the experiments. This one is invisible writing.
Are from your kitchen.
Here's what you'll need. Newspaper to cover and protect the area you'll be working on. Strips of paper, cotton swabs, a small cup of lemon juice.
See it on your table?
A large flat pan, and tincture of iodine.
The invisible writing. What we did was we took a Q-tip and we took a sheet of paper and we had some lemon juice.
Take your strip of paper and your cotton swab.
Your lemon juice is going to be your ink. The Q-tip is going to be your pencil. And you're going to dip it in there and use a lot of it and write a secret message on your paper.
We wrote whatever we want on a piece of paper and let it sit and dry.
Make sure it dries off. Try to dry it like this. Your message should be disappearing, correct? So now the question is, if that disappears, how someone else is going to, if you put this in an envelope and send it off to somebody, and they pull it out of the envelope, there's nothing to read, correct? Okay, so now we're going to have to figure out how could that person read the message? That's a big thing.
The answer is in the next step after the paper completely dries. Have the adult pour a thin layer of iodine into the flat pan.
Put it over. Put it on both sides.
Then we put it in a liquid so it could show up the words.
In the tray is iodine. It's used as an antiseptic. Please don't wipe your eyes. You stick your finger in here.
So you have to be very careful and dip it in and then turn it over and dip again and then take it out.
Then you could see the words magically.
And the magic is actually a chemical reaction.
Chemical reaction is something like that reacts to something else.
The reason you could read the message is because the iodine reacts to starch and turns anything that has starch in it a blue color. There's starch in the paper, but not in the lemon juice. So the part of the paper that has the writing or the juice on it stops the chemical reaction from happening. So the rest of the paper turns blue and the part that has lemon juice on it stays white. Here's another way to test the starch theory. Take the same tray of iodine and try putting different things in it. Oh, you know, like apples, potatoes, bread, or macaroni, those kinds of things, and see which ones turn blue. If they do, they have starch in them. If they don't, they don't.